All right, so today's day in history as we do get started. So we've got Buster Douglas knocks out Mike Tyson on this day in 1890. So if you've ever played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, you know how hard that is. But he did it in real life. Something that's a little bit late, but it did happen. On this day in 1861, the House of Representatives passes a resolution guaranteeing that they're going to leave slavery alone. So why would that be a little bit too late? You got your mental timelines. Civil War's happening, right? Yeah, already 1861. Florida's left, South Carolina's left. So it's a little bit too late for that. Yeah, it's our election districts, right? So gerrymandering is a bad thing. Gerrymandering is going to be when whoever's in power draws the districts to benefit themselves.
Stopping corruption?
Yeah, stopping corruption's a big thing, right? They want to stop corruption between government and companies. They want to clean up the streets. T. Roosevelt, for his party, you don't have to write out Republican, just put that R, and then the years. You can do the year he took office or the year he's elected. So you can do basically odd or even. And then for the next guy, you would do Taft, also Republican. And then since you've already established what century it is, right? You got 1900, 1900, you can just write the years, like the 2 digits. So that'll save you some time, save you a little bit of writing. But again, that's 1 through 44. That's on Friday. Majority is on, and I think even that one person that always puts A probably would guess the right answer. It's going to be E. They alerted us, alerted the public to what was going on with corporate corruption and how nasty tenements were and how nasty the meat industry was. All right. So what we're going to do today, what we're talking about today, we're going to do some different things. To do that is we're going to critically look at and analyze Teddy Roosevelt's impact on the progressive movement and his approach to progressive reform. Before we do that, I've got a pop culture clip about Teddy Roosevelt from How I Met Your Mother.
Teddy Roosevelt was the coolest guy ever. That's it. No more books, Ted. I don't like the person you become when you read books.
Here's a clue. You get to tell us one more interesting fact about Teddy Roosevelt. One more. And then you're done forever. So make it a quick one.
He went blind in one eye from getting hit too hard in a boxing match while he was president.
Wow.
Right? Oh, when he was at Harvard. Shut up! Well, one night,
That's
he was
his
throwing a party to celebrate
like when you're hanging out.
something. I can't remember what. When a pretty girl...
All right, so we're going to come back together, whole group, and discuss this, what you wrote and talked about in your small groups. So again, we're going to try to get some different people to contribute. What are some outside information you can bring in to help this document? Go ahead, Christian.
Maybe some rat feces, disease, and contamination in the meat.
All right, so yeah, there's a lot of rat feces in the meat. We saw that yesterday. Right, so it's really bad.
The government's laissez-faire.
There you go, government's laissez-faire, awesome. We're going to do a word cloud. So what we're going to do with this word cloud today is we're going to see how Teddy Roosevelt, there's corruption, how Teddy Roosevelt went and tried to fix all of these different problems that we saw from the Gilded Age. Awesome, right? So some alliteration. So we've got the first C, control monopolies. It's going to be what he's going to do. He's also going to work on consumer protection. And then the last thing we'll talk about is he's going to talk about conserving the environment or conservation. Huh? You got this? Huh? Go ahead, Al. No, not Jenny. Huh? It does start with an O, and it is a forest. Ocala. The Ocala National Forest is what we can see evidence of Teddy, right? If you ever drive south of here, like towards the middle of the state, like into Gainesville and south of Gainesville, you have the Ocala National Forest. So he creates lots of national forests, and he also creates the Division of Forestry, and he puts one of his similar thinkers, one of his friends, Gifford Pinchot, in charge. And sort of like with corporations, Teddy wasn't busting up everybody, he was just busting up the really bad corporations. Same idea with the environment. He's not going to be a total radical as far as the environment. He does think that we should use stuff like oil and coal and other stuff, but we just need to use it in a smart way. So again, I've got a corny cartoon, but it's going to be good. It's good to remember, like it's easy, it helps it make easier to remember. It's a parody of something you've probably seen before in a movie or video game or cartoon show. It's using that Sherman Antitrust Act to zap the monopolies. Now look, in just a second, I've got some tweets, some historical tweets. That vegetarian life, though, hashtag the jungle, Upton Sinclair. So what is that tweet referencing? Yeah, meat factories and all that. Yeah, definitely. Rub-a-dub-dub got stuck in my tub. Hashtag pass on seconds. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's a really big guy. So what person would that be? William Howard Taft, who we're going to talk about tomorrow. Let's go square deal dancing.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Yep, that is Teddy Roosevelt. Well, what parts would be in his square deal dance? Remember, it's alliterative. They all start with C. What's one?
The control of monopolies.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Heather, what's another?
Conservation.
Conservation, and there's one in the middle, Elena.
Consumer production.
Consumer protection. Awesome.
Is it loud?
That's like the big difference between the Gilded Age and now in the Progressive Age. Yeah, Cheyenne?
Government started
Yeah, the government started to, pass laws that started to protect people, consumer protection, busting up monopolies. And then it's got sort of how different people 100 years later view Teddy Roosevelt. So people on the left are liberals, view the progressive era as a missed opportunity, a series of reforms that delivered modest benefits to middle-class voters anxious about economic instability and demographic shifts, but also in a combination with Christian morality and market capitalism that put a more radical rearrangement of the social contract.